Rangers are gearing up for what could be one of the most pivotal summers in recent memory. With Russell Martin now officially in charge, the winds of change are blowing strong through Ibrox. The new gaffer isn't just here to steady the ship. He's been brought in to lead a transformation to build a team capable of going toe-to-toe with Celtic and bringing silverware back to the blue half of Glasgow. And as the summer transfer window kicks into full swing, the first signs suggest this won't be a conservative rebuild. Rangers look set to think outside the box. Martin, known for his modern footballing ideas and his desire to play progressive. Attacking football has the backing of the board and a fan base desperate for success. But more than just fresh tactics, there's a growing sense that recruitment will be at the very heart of this new era. The Ibrox hierarchy know they can't afford another misstep. The time for half measures is long gone. They need quality. They need leaders, and they need players who can handle the weight of expectation that comes with pulling on the famous blue shirt. And so as rumors swirl and the names start to leak out behind the scenes, one in particular has ignited debate across the fan base and within footballing circles. It's a name that commands respect, a player who's done it all at the top level, international pedigree, European experience. And while there's no confirmation of a deal being close, even the possibility of such a high-profile move has injected a fresh sense of excitement into the club's summer plans. What's made things even more intriguing is that this link didn't come from nowhere. A well-connected figure within elite football circles has gone on record suggesting that Rangers are indeed scanning the free agent market for opportunities that might raise a few eyebrows. It's not just about plugging gaps. It's about finding players who can genuinely elevate the squad and bring something special to the table. The kind of signing that turns heads and sets a new standard for what the club is aiming to achieve. Under Martin's leadership, the update doesn't just hint at ambition. It shows a willingness to take risks. Calculated ones, aye, but risks nonetheless. And sometimes that's exactly what's needed. In football, fortune often favors the brave. For Rangers, this summer isn't just about building a team. It's about sending a message to Celtic, to the rest of the league, and to their own supporters, many of whom have grown tired of near misses and short-term fixes. Take the recent comments from Stuart Dallas, for instance, the former Leeds United stalwart, a Rangers fan, himself made it clear how massive the opportunity is for Parag Maratha and the new leadership structure at Ibrox. Dallas knows what Maratha and the 49ers enterprises brought to Leeds. He's seen their influence firsthand. And now, with Maratha stepping into a key role at Rangers, there's real optimism that the same level of commitment and strategic thinking could be brought north. Dallas didn't hold back in his praise. He said that if Maratha gets it right, at Rangers he'll never experience anything quite like it. That tells you everything you need to know about the size and potential of the club. But it also reinforces the pressure. At Rangers, second best isn't an option. The demands are relentless, the expectations sky high. And that's exactly why the club needs to get it right this summer. The focus, of course, remains on recruitment, building a squad that's not just capable of winning in Scotland, but one that can also compete in Europe. And that doesn't just mean a strong starting 11, it means depth. It means competition for places. It means having game changers on the bench and leaders in the dressing room. The board knows that. And so does Martin. Which brings us back to the player who's dominating headlines. Christian Eriksen. Yes, you heard that right. The Danish playmaker currently at Manchester United is reportedly on Rangers' radar. It's the sort of link that would have seemed outlandish a few months ago, but football moves fast. And when someone like Mick Brown, a figure with deep ties to Manchester United and Sir Alex Ferguson, goes public with information, you pay attention. Brown, speaking to the media, revealed that Eriksen is very much being considered by Rangers as they assess their midfield options. At 33, Eriksen is no longer the all-action midfielder he once was. His days of covering every blade of grass might be behind him, but what he still has in abundance is vision, intelligence, a passing range that few in world football can match. And in the right system with the right players around him, he could be a game changer. There's no denying the risk. His wages are reportedly hefty, and there would need to be some creative thinking to make a deal work. But if Rangers can pull it off, it would be a statement signing, a move that tells the footballing world that the club means business. And more than that, it would give Martin a conductor in the middle of the park, someone who can control the Tempo unlock defenses and bring calm when the pressure's on. It's easy to be skeptical, but Brown's comments carry weight. He said that Rangers need to be smart this summer. They need to identify players who can raise the level without breaking the bank. And the free agent market, if used correctly, can be a goldmine. Eriksen, he added, might not give you box-to-box energy, but what he does offer is something Rangers have lacked: creativity from deep composure in tight areas and the ability to dictate play from the base of midfield. He even went a step further. He described Eriksen as the kind of player who, if surrounded by younger legs and runners, could be given the freedom to play on his terms. A deep-lying playmaker, a schemer, the heartbeat of Martin's new-look Rangers. And if the financial side can be worked out, Brown reckons it's a risk worth taking. Whether or not the move happens remains to be seen. There are a lot of variables at play. But what's clear is that Rangers are willing to think big, to be bold, and to target the kind of quality that could genuinely shift the balance of power in Scottish football. That alone is a reason to be optimistic. While the Eriksen speculation captures the headlines, there's another story that speaks volumes about the kind of spirit and connection Rangers inspire. And that's the dream of Steven Davis. At 40 years old, Davis might be at the beginning of his coaching journey, but the former midfielder's ambitions are already clear as day. He doesn't just want to coach, he wants to lead. And not just anywhere. His heart is set on Ibrox. Davis, now part of Michael O'Neill's backroom staff with Northern Ireland, has always been a figure of quiet determination. He's experienced, respected, and deeply embedded in the culture of Rangers. After 2 short games in interim charge of the team following the sacking of Michael Beale in 2023, Davis stepped away quietly once Philippe Clement took over. But that small taste of leading the side clearly lit a fire. You can hear it in his words. The belief that one day he'll return to the club, not just as a coach, but as the main man. What adds a layer of poignancy to Davis's story is how things ended for him as a player. A career-ending ACL injury in December 2022 robbed him of a proper send-off. No farewell on the pitch, no final roar from the stands. For someone who gave so much to the club, it's a chapter that feels unfinished. And maybe that's part of what's driving him now. The desire to write a new ending, to come back not just as a former player, but as the one steering the ship. There were whispers recently that Davis might link back up with Steven Gerrard should the former manager ever return to Ibrox. But Davis was quick to dismiss that as pure speculation. He's had conversations, he's stayed close to the club, but there's been no official contact, no backroom deal. Just a lot of hope, a lot of passion, and a dream that refuses to die. He speaks openly about what the club means to him, about growing up a Rangers fan, living the dream of pulling on the shirt, and now starting this new chapter in coaching. He's doing his badges. He's learning the ropes with Northern Ireland, and he knows that time is on his side. But deep down, that ambition is burning bright. To return to Ibrox not as a supporter in the stands or a guest in the director's box, but as the man in the dugout leading the charge. That kind of story matters because at Rangers it's not just about ability, it's about belonging, about understanding what it means to wear the badge. And whether it's a player like Eriksen potentially coming in to add class and vision, or someone like Davis dreaming of a long-term future at the helm, the common thread is belief. Belief that this club, despite the challenges of recent years, is still a giant, still a place where careers are defined and legacies are written. The summer ahead will be full of twists and turns. Some names will excite, others will raise eyebrows. Deals will fall through, surprises will emerge. But what's crucial is that the club sticks to its principles. Build smart, think big, back the manager, and never lose sight of what makes Rangers special. The hunger, the history, and the fans who demand nothing but the best. So whether it's scouting free agents like Eriksen, tapping into new leadership like Parag Marada, or keeping the door open for future legends like Davis to return in new roles, one thing is clear. Something is building at Ibrox. And if they get it right, this summer could be the start of something truly special. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. Is crucial for Rangers FC fans. Whispers are starting to swirl around Ibrox as word spreads of a potential move that could see Colombian midfielder Gustavo Puerta don the famous blue of Rangers. Though nothing is concrete just yet, murmurs within footballing circles suggest the 21-year-old could be on the radar of the Glasgow Giants this summer. Currently plying his trade at Bayer Leverkusen, PUERTA has caught the eye with his tireless work rate, robust tackling, and ability to dictate play from the middle of the shoe park. Despite limited game time under Xabi Alonso, the Colombian youth international remains a highly rated prospect across Europe. And it's no surprise the light blues may be sniffing around. Sources close to the situation have hinted that Rangers are exploring midfield reinforcements, especially with some departures expected and the need for added energy and grit in the engine room. PUERTA, known for his dynamic style and leadership qualities, he captained Colombia's U20 side, would fit the mold of what the Gers faithful admire. Young, tenacious, and with plenty of upside. It's unclear whether this would be a loan, deal, or a permanent switch. But with Leverkusen's midfield already stacked and PUERTA perhaps keen on regular minutes, a move to Ibrox could benefit all parties. The attraction of European football, a massive fan base, and a chance to work under a new manager could prove tempting for the young Colombian. Still, this remains in the realm of speculation for now. Rangers have been linked with numerous names as the summer window nears, and PUERTA's is just one in a long list. But this particular rumor has a bit more smoke behind it. Could there be fire too? Keep an ear to the ground, Gers fans. The next midfield general might just be warming up in the Bundesliga, waiting for the call to head north. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comment section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.